A man is not finished when he is defeated. He is finished when he quits. If you take no risks, you will suffer no defeats. But if you take no risks, you win no victories. Never let your head hang down. Never give up and sit down and grieve. Find another way. Always remember that others may hate you, but those who hate you don't win unless you hate them and then you destroy yourself. If an individual wants to be a leader and isn't controversial, that means he never stood for anything. America is a great nation not because of what government did for people, but because of what people did for themselves and one another. I was wrong in not acting more decisively and more forthrightly in dealing with Watergate. If you want to make beautiful music, you must play the black and the white notes together. Let us move from the era of confrontation to the era of negotiation. The greatness comes not when things go always good for you, but when you're really tested, when sadness comes. You won't have Nixon to kick around anymore because, gentlemen, this is my last press conference. The finest steel has to go through the hottest fire. Those who hate you don't win unless you hate them, and then you destroy yourself. Only if you have been in the deepest valley can you ever know how magnificent it is to be on the highest mountain. When I retire, I'm going to spend my evenings by the fireplace, going through those boxes. There are things in there that ought to be burned. The time has come for responsible leaders to take a stand against overgrown government and for the American taxpayer. We must reject the notion that ever bigger government is the answer to every problem. The press is the enemy. We do not learn by inference and deduction, but by direct intercourse and sympathy. There will be no whitewash in the White House. The greatest honor history can bestow is that of peacemaker. People react to fear, not love. They don't teach that in Sunday school, but it's true. You must pursue this investigation of Watergate, even if it leads to the president. If you are going to lie, you go to jail for the lie rather than the crime. So believe me, don't ever lie. Rarely have so many people been so wrong about so much. Never have the consequences been so tragic. What are our schools for if not for indoctrination against communism? Solutions are not the answer. I have never been a quitter, but I must put the interests of America first. Therefore, I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow. Once you get into this great stream of history, you can't get out. I can take it. The tougher it gets, the cooler I get. If you can't lie, you'll never go anywhere. Publicly, we say one thing. Actually, we do another. There is no such thing as a non-political speech by a politician. I reject the cynical view that politics is a dirty business. A woman can and should be able to do any political job that a man can do. No event in American history is more misunderstood than the Vietnam War. It was misreported then, and it is misremembered now. When the president does it, that means that it is not illegal. The Cold War isn't thawing, it is burning with a deadly heat. Communism isn't sleeping, it is plotting, scheming, fighting. Don't get the impression that you arouse my anger. One can only be angry with those he respects. Only if you have been in the deepest valley can you know how magnificent it is to be on the highest mountain. I gave them a sword, and they stuck it in and twisted it with relish, and I guess if I had been in their position, I'd have done the same thing. We want equality of opportunity and a lasting peace with freedom. A man must understand the nature of the job he seeks if he hopes to be a successful leader. Values and character matter most when no one is watching. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the awareness of what must be done despite the fear. Our destiny is not written by chance, but by our choices and actions. Serve the country not for praise, but because you believe in the cause. History will judge leaders not by what they promised, but by what they delivered. Leadership means bearing the burden of decisions that others evade. True greatness emerges when ordinary men accept extraordinary challenges. How did these quotes inspire you today? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoy the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful words every day.